Hello beautiful people and welcome to the channel. As you may have seen in my planner haul video, in the Happy Planner spring release, I ended up getting 2 different planners. I could not decide between the 2 of them, and each of them inspired a different part of me and a different thing that I'm trying to work on this year. One of them, the Girls with Plans planner, just sort of inspired this get busy, get it done, be productive side of my brain to get organized and get to the gym, all of those things that I really want to do. And then this calligraphy planner inspired, like it just spoke to the writer in me that's trying to get the completed script for my web series to my actors, as well as trying to write the novel for the series. And so I'm trying to do lots and lots of writing and being creative. I'm also trying to get organized and get some things done. And so somewhere a marriage between the 2 is going to happen. So this is how I'm going to be setting up my planner for the rest of 2021 and into 2022. So I'm going to be bringing these 2 planners together and pulling from each of them because there are different things I liked from each one of them. I'm also going to be using this the Quilted Happy Planner cover. It's a bit harder, and I'm going to be doing some writing and note taking in this, so I wanted to have a sturdy backing. Also, both of these planners came with black rings, and I didn't really like those circles, so I got the rose gold metal discs to bind them because I think it just looks beautiful with both these covers and with both these planners. So that's what I'm working with. When I first open this book up, I want to have the date up front, like the 2021-2022, so that sort of open it up to that black. So I'm taking the cover off of the Girl with Goals planner, and I'm going to use the calligraphy planner cover to divide the section that's going to be for writing and for taking notes and working on characters. So I can kind of have both in my bag, in my hands when I'm working. The year at a glance in the Girl with Goals, this is really pretty. I think I'm going to use this one. It's just really clean and minimalist. I like that. Now that I'm looking at it, I really like the calligraphy one too. I like the first page of the calligraphy, hello, more than the other one. Okay, I prefer the calligraphy, so we're going to take these back out. Let's put in, let's put it in the calligraphy page. That's really pretty. And we're going to take the She Became the Journey. Like all journeys, she did not end. She simply changed direction and kept going. I really like the rose gold and the calligraphy because I've just got a new fountain pen and I've just been enjoying the process of writing and jotting down and just letting thoughts, like free flow thoughts. So I'm going to put that in, and we're going to take the July from this as well. I think I'm going to take the first 3 months from the calligraphy one, because I really like the way they look. I like the way the colors are. They're sort of a neutral, and I really, really like the dividers. So I'm going to grab those. Oh, but I just saw September in the Girl with Goals. Oh my God, the Art Nouveau that matches the cover. That is a must. That has to be used. We're going to pull that one and use that for September. Ooh, it's so pretty. For the next quarter that I'm working in. So that's the 3 months that I'm going to be planning in and doing like my spreads in and my overall plan. My daily tasks, my daily checklists, the things I want to get done, my meal planning, sort of on those daily spreads. Then I want to do a section for my goals, specifically each month, like what goals I'm going to be doing, my long-term and short-term goals. So I'm going to be putting in the tab here I'm using from the fitness extension pack, just because I like the change from the nice subdued planning and organizing and calmly looking at my day. And this section I really want to be really focused on get in and working. So we're going to have that divider. I'll take the stickers off later. I'm getting the Girl with Goals planning pages because they have the two main focuses for the first page that are your two big goals. If you want to know more about how I'm planning on using that, you can check out the flip through of that. And I'm going to take the goal getter and mark my tab with that. So here's where I'm going to put in my big tasks, like all of the things that need to get done, and then move these big tasks over to my weekly spreads. So I can slowly be these things that need to get done this year or throughout the months, and I can siphon those over to my weekly spreads as I'm planning. So that's that plan. Now I've punched some just white paper, and let's add this in so I'll have a little bit of extra paper for notes and jotting ideas and thoughts. Alright, so now I want to set up the section for writing my characters. I'm going to take the cover off of the calligraphy planner, but I also want to find the tabs. I'm going to have a tab for characters, a tab for like world building lore, so it's a bunch of magical races, and I want to make sure I stay consistent with what the physiology and history and lore and rules are for each of the different creatures and beings in this world. There are different covens, and so I want to make sure that I have each of that, like the information for that down. So there's going to be a section for characters, there's going to be a section for lore and world building, there's going to be a section for my plot, outlining my plot summaries, and so I need to have those different tabs. And the calligraphy pages just really speak to that writer in me, and so I want to find some of these to use. They're all so beautiful. The pen is mightier than the sword. That's a good one. I think I might grab that one. Courage is grace under pressure. Everything is going to be all right. Your voice has a purpose. Oh, I like that. Oh, this is a really beautiful page too. I think that's going to be more for the planner though. The person who does not make mistakes does not make anything. Oh, that's cool. I like that quote. Letters, words, sentences, stories. Yes, I think for the first tab, I'm going to grab this one because that's just the way it works. Letters make words, words make sentences, and you put those sentences together and you end up with a really great story. And as this is going to be the first tab doing the story arc, I think that makes a lot of sense. So I'm going to go with that one for my first tab. For the second one, I am going to take the pen is mightier than the sword. That's just the quote for writers. We're going to eviscerate you with words. It's a thing. Now I'm grabbing the month tabs from my last year's planner and moving them in here so that I can still keep the guts of this planner that I'm going to be pulling from for the next 18 months. I want to make sure I can still find the pages and the calendar sheets and keep this organized in some way, whereas last year's calendar, I don't care if it stays organized. So I'm going to pull those in here. If nothing ever changed, there would be no butterflies. I think that works for world building. It's all about change and how things work. I like that. And again, it's that really nice script. It's got that fountain pen, and that's kind of how I write. Now just the third one. I think I'm going to take this beautiful page here that's got like the rose gold tab because it really matches with the discs that we're using. So yeah, those are the four I'm going to use for my writing section. And I'm just going to grab my character sheets, my act outlines. Just going to grab my sort of plot here for the acts, the different ones that I've written for some of the different books I'm writing and the different seasons, and now my character profiles. I'm going to grab those and fill in this book, fill in this section. Wow, this is filling up quickly, guys. Yeah. So that's my setup for right now for my writing planner. It is my getting busy and like my daily plans and daily tasks and weekly spreads at the first section. Then I've got my section for being productive and my goal getting section. And so there's like the two big goals. One is going to be for like my word counts and what progress I want to make in writing. The next one in physical fitness or organization. I really love this. It feels really good in my hands. It looks so pretty. I feel so grown up. It's a weird thing to say as a grown up, but I feel so grown up. I like the way it looks. I think it really came together nicely. Really excited to dive in and start making spreads and really using this planner. As I'm going through, usually at the end of a month, I'll take that month out and put it at the back of my planner historically. And I'm really looking forward to taking each month, or taking the months out in quarters, so I can sort of reflect on what I accomplished in that quarter and put it through. So here's the final flip through. There's my cover. There's the beautiful, I love this cover, oh my goodness, the very vintage Art Nouveau cover. Then this section is where I'm going to be doing my daily checklist, my monthly spreads, just sort of tracking the day-to-day minutia of life. Then this section is where I'm going to be tracking my health and fitness. On this Get Goals section, I'm going to be tracking my progress towards writing my scripts and my novel, and then also my health and fitness goals here. And then I've got my top priorities are going to be the big things that I want to focus on each month. And on the other side of that, I've got my task list. This is where all of the things that need to get done in my life that I will siphon through to my weekly tasks. But as I'm thinking of, I need to do this thing, it's all going to get dumped on these big task lists so that I have it out of my head and into this book in one neat place, and then I can prioritize them, move them over based on time sensitivity or when they need to get done by. Then I've got this chunk here that is more specifically skewed to individual things I'm tracking for this channel, for my Instagram, that I'm brand new to coming back to, and you should absolutely check it out, linked in the description box below. And on the other side of this tab is going to be where I keep the information on recipes, fitness goals and tracking, exercise, routines. As I gather that kind of data, that's going to be put here so that it's stuff I'm going to refer back to. Then I have this beautiful part here, and this is now the second half where all of my notes for writing are going to be, all of my character development, my world building, my story arcs, all of that stuff is going to be in this back section here. We've got this first one for world building, the letters, words, sentences, stories. This section's for world building, and then all of these tabs here for continuing and going through on my character profiles. And so the story outline, my character profiles, my world building, and then all of like the covens and lore and things like that. So that is my planner. This is what I'm going to be working with and doing my spreads in and using, and I will keep you guys posted on how it all turns out and how well it works, and hopefully you'll see some of my spreads on here. So I've already got my first spread done. I'll link it in the card up here, and I'll be doing some flip throughs of both of these planners. All of that good stuff is coming to the channel at some point. Hope you enjoyed this and helping me set up my 2021 happy planner. And yeah, I'm really, really happy with it. If you enjoyed this video, please consider giving it a thumbs up and subscribing. If you have any thoughts, drop down in the comments below. Let me know, what planner or setup are you using? What planners did you go with? Do you use a happy planner or another setup? What kind of a spread do you like? Hourly spreads? Do you like the vertical spreads? Do you like the dashboards? What are you using? How are you using it? Give me all the details down below. I will see you next time. Bye, guys.